What's up, world? And welcome back to season 1 of I Don't Know Ish About Sports. I'm your host, JP Prince, and let's get right into my week 17 picks. And to start off week 17, the Atlanta Falcons traveled to the Buffalo Bills, and the Buffalo Bills are 14.5-point favorites, and I'm going to take the Bills to win this game, but I'm going to take the Atlanta Falcons to cover the 14.5-point spread. Next, we have the New York Giants traveling to the Chicago Bears, and the Bears are favored by 6.5. And I'm going to take the Bears to win and to cover the spread in this one. Next, we have the Kansas City Chiefs traveling to Cincinnati Bengals. And right now, the Kansas City Chiefs are favored by 3.5. And I'm going to take the Chiefs to win and to cover the spread. Moving on, we have the Miami Dolphins traveling to Nashville, Tennessee to take on the Tennessee Titans. And the Titans are favored by a field goal. And I'm going to take the Titans to win and to cover. Next, we have the Las Vegas Raiders traveling to Indianapolis to take on the Colts, and the Colts are favored by 8.5. And I'm going to take the Colts to win, but I'm going to have the Raiders to cover the spread. So Colts to win, but the Raiders to cover the 8.5-point spread. Next, we have my New England Patriots taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars in New England, and the Patriots are favored by 16.5. And I'm going to go with the Patriots to win this one, but the Jaguars to cover. So Patriots to win over the Jaguars, but the Jaguars to cover the 16.5. Next, we have the defending champion Tampa Bay Bucks taking on the New York Jets, and the Bucks are favored by 13.5. And I'm going to go with the defending champs and Tom Brady to win and to cover the spread. Next, we have the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to Washington to take on the Washington football team, and the Philadelphia Eagles are favored by 4.5 points. And I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles to win and to cover in this one. Next, we have the Los Angeles Rams traveling to Baltimore to take on the Ravens, and with no Lamar Jackson playing, I'm going to have to go with the Rams to win and to cover the 6.5-point spread. Moving on to the afternoon games, first we start off with the Denver Broncos traveling to LA to take on the Chargers, and the Chargers are favored by 7.5. And I'm going to take the Chargers to win this one, but I'm going to take the Broncos to cover. So Chargers to win, but I think the Broncos to cover the 7.5-point spread. Next, we have the Houston Texans traveling to San Francisco to take on the 49ers, with the 49ers favored by 12.5 points. And I'm going to take the 49ers to win in this one, but I'll take them to cover the spread. I think they'll beat the Texans by more than 12.5 points. So San Francisco over the Texans in Week 17. Next, in our afternoon games, we have the Arizona Cardinals traveling to Dallas to take on America's team, and the Cowboys are favored by 6.5 points. And I'm going to go with the Cardinals in this one in an upset to cover and to win the game over the Cowboys in Dallas. Next, we have the Carolina Panthers traveling to New Orleans to take on the Saints, and the Saints are favored by 6.5 points. And I'm going to go with the Saints to win this one, but the Panthers to cover. So Saints over the Panthers. Next, we have the Detroit Lions traveling to Seattle to take on Russell Wilson and the Seahawks, with the Seahawks favored by 7.5 points. And I'm going to take the Seahawks to win this one, but I'm going to have the Lions to cover. So Seahawks over the Lions, but the Lions will cover. Next, in the Sunday night game of the week, we have the Minnesota Vikings traveling to Green Bay to take on Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, with the Packers favored by 12.5 over the Vikings. And I'm going to take the Packers to win this one at home, but I'm going to have the Vikings to cover the 12.5 on Sunday Night Football. And last but not least, in the Monday night game of the week, we have the Cleveland Browns traveling to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers, with the Browns favored by 3.5 in Pittsburgh. And I'm going to go with the Browns despite me not trusting Baker Mayfield. With his injuries, I'm still going to pick the Browns to win and to cover the 3.5-point spread. And there you have it, folks. Those are all my picks for Week 17. This is Money Eye Media Presents I Don't Know Ish About Sports. I'm JV Prince. It's Week 17. I'm out. Peace.